Let's talk about how you can work with influencers. Did you know that just 3% of people generate 90% of the impact online? Getting to know some of those 3% and finding ways to work with them is a valuable strategy for businesses looking to expand their reach on social media. There are many possibilities when it comes to working with people who are influencers. Let's break that down so you understand the variety of options. But before we do that, I want you to keep one thing in mind. Working with an influencer is not about you. Let me repeat that. Working with an influencer is not about you. It's worth repeating because to work best with an influencer, you need to keep that in mind. When you choose to work with an influencer, you want it to be mutually beneficial. What are they getting out of it? What are their goals in wanting to work with you? Now, let's discuss the various types of influencers and go over the choices you have framed through that new lens. What will each influencer be hoping to gain? First of all, there are celebrity influencers. Celebrity influencers are people you know from the entertainment world of sports, film, television, music, and more. But working with the likes of Drew Barrymore or Cristiano Ronaldo is going to cost you a pretty penny. There will be agencies, lengthy contracts, and strict rules about how you use their content and what they will do when working with you. Sometimes celebrities are bookable by influencer networks, but for high-end influencers, you'll likely be working with their talent agency or their agent directly. Influencers are interested in money, but also supporting brands and causes they can get behind and endorse in a way that makes sense for their brand. Industry influencers are people who might have celebrity status within a specific industry. For example, Elon Musk in the tech world, PR pro Brian Solis, marketer Mari Smith, fashion icon Chiara Ferragni, the points guy Brian Kelly, or Whole30 diet founder Melissa Hartwig. Industry influencers tend to have high topical relevance and are extremely influential in their specific categories. You can generally reach industry influencers through the gatekeepers within their own companies, or sometimes even directly. These individuals may be interested in money, but they are also looking for ways to build their own influence and to provide value to their audience. Journalists and media personalities are different than other types of influencers. Working with these individuals is a public relations play. Getting your favorite Wall Street Journal reporter to write about your product or company is not as easy as just calling them up and telling them how awesome your product is. You will likely need to hire someone who is great at public relations and comes with relationships that they can draw upon. Someone who understands the complexity of pitching the media and managing reputation. And even then, you'll need to provide your PR person with compelling, interesting stories that will interest the audience of the media you'd like to target. Media outlets want stories with real value, and better yet, exclusive information that will drive traffic to their website or their publications. Content creators come in two camps. Some content creators develop highly consumable content, such as this TikTok video by illusion whiz Zach King. There are also content creators who are behind the scenes creating content brands can leverage, like Ross Simmons, who creates amazing origami on Instagram, White on Rice. These individuals are looking to boost their paychecks, gain visibility for their work, while providing value for their audience. You can often reach these individuals directly or through influencer networks. To find emerging influencers, start monitoring the channels and see who people are talking about and which creators seem to be coming up in the ranks. Working with an emerging content creator can be economical and beneficial on a variety of levels. Next are micro-influencers. Micro-influencers are everyday people with large and passionate audiences. They share and talk about specific topics with enthusiasm, and they may offer exclusive events, contests, and content to build their reach through word of mouth. These micro-influencers are often free or inexpensive to work with, or will accept a gift card in exchange for their participation. Local influencers are individuals that are regionally influential. If you're a small business with a local audience, these are people who you might want to work with, whether it's an influential restaurateur, a local sports or news figure, or a local brand or entertainer. There may or may not be fees involved, depending on the nature of what you might be asking them to do. We've gone over the types of influencers, and I've talked a little bit about the fact that you might have to dig into your pockets a bit to work with some of these people. But how much do influencers really cost to work with? The short answer is, the cost of working with influencers varies. But in the majority of cases, it's likely not for free. Digiday outlines several different ways that influencers are paid, including commission. Akin to affiliate models, influencers get a cut every time a promo code is used to purchase whatever they're selling. An upfront fee, reserved for more top-tier influencers, fees are paid up front, followed by a rolling commission-based model. Gift cards. Influencers, particularly smaller ones, will render services for a brand gift card per click. Used particularly by YouTube influencers, this compensates influencers every time people click on product links in their bios or in videos. Cost per engagement. Brands can measure engagement metrics, then apply them as an attribute against different platforms, so influencers get paid per engagement they receive. And invitations. Influencers receive party invites for exclusive events where it's normally difficult to get in. In exchange, they cover the event. Digiday also suggests that fees can range anywhere from $1,000 per 100,000 followers on Facebook or Instagram to a flat fee per photo of up to $200,000 for celebrity influencers. Generally, appearance fees start at about $30,000, and if you arrange for a commission as part of the contract, they're usually 25% of the sale. Of course, you'll need to adjust monetary amounts if you are in other countries. So you have a lot of options, which is good news. One last thing to keep in mind, however, is that you can and should also ask your own customer base and ask them to speak on your behalf, or to help you create content. Their voice will carry more weight, and even better, it helps develop further affinity with your customers, which means they will be even more loyal to your brand.